I think it's important to take meditation seriously, but not to scare people away by making them think, oh, it's some super cosmic, into another realm kind of experience. I mean, yes, it's a relaxing, beautiful experience where you reunite, if you will, with your true self, your inner self. But it's also something that, in the end, ultimately, if you do it, for example, many people do Transcendental Meditation or TM. That's what I do twice a day, 20 minutes in the morning, 20 minutes in the early evening, or sometimes late afternoon, whatever works for your routine. Yes, some people sometimes change that a little bit. They might have an extra busy day and they just squeeze in a 10-minute meditation. Whatever works for you, okay? There's Pasana meditation, which is up to an hour long, and there's other meditations. Unlike what I do, there's meditations where you might have music, soft music playing in the background. Sometimes, like in Pasana meditation, you will have a leader or your mentor, if you will, speaking to you. Sometimes it's somebody there in person if you're in a group meditating together, or if you're listening to a recording, you might have someone leading you through the meditation. So you might hear them talk to you for 5 minutes at the beginning of it all, and then there'll be maybe 20 minutes or so of silence, and then they might come back in and talk to you again briefly, very softly, very calmly, and then sometimes an hour and a half goes by. You do this meditation and then you gradually come out of it. I prefer, for my routine, and I've done this for many years, 20 minutes a day, twice a day, and that seems to work out just fine. So you have to make your daily schedule work around it so that meditation fits into it. It's very important to keep that routine consistent. Now, TM, Transcendental Meditation, which I learned years ago in Ontario, they give you a mantra. You're not supposed to tell anyone what your mantra is. I won't reveal that to you, but what it is basically is a two-syllable word. I think there's about 10 or 12 different mantras out there that you could be given one of them if you go to an official TM class, if you will, or if it's an online class of some kind. And basically what TM is that you say your mantra. Let's say, for example, first of all, be sure you're sitting for your meditation, sitting in a comfortable chair. I prefer a firm back chair, straight up, like so your back is straight. Your feet are firmly placed on the floor. If you're meditating outside in nature, which is really one of my favorite places to meditate, if there's no sounds around except nature, keep your feet planted on the ground or the floor and sit upright. Have your hands placed on your lap and just let go and relax. Now, TM, you have this mantra. It's a two-syllable word, and let's make up one just for the case of this particular exercise here today. When you breathe in and you breathe out, like in Christian meditation and other meditations, it's all about the breathing. So the breathing in and the exhaling. In, out. So let's make our mantra, keep it simple. Let's make in, out, the meditation. So you're meditating and you go, some people do it on the inhale in their mind. You don't say this out loud. In, out. In, out, like that. Now, what I do is I join the in and out together for the case of this exercise today. And it's in, out. Make in, out, in and out, one word, in, out. So on your exhale, for example, you go, on the exhale, you go like this. In your mind, not out loud. In, out. In, out. In, out. So you create a new word, pulling those two together, in, out. Do that for 20 minutes. Just relax. You'll find as you go along, it takes time. You have to do it after a number of days and weeks and months, and especially after many years of doing this consistently every day, you get to where you start to really get into the zone, so to speak. You get into that relaxed state much sooner, after like even a couple of minutes, and you're there. And it's a wonderful feeling. And you just keep this mantra going. In, out. In, out. In your head, you say that. In, out. In, out. And you just keep doing that, and you just find yourself getting more relaxed and relaxed and relaxed. You can have a timer if you wish. If it's for 20 minutes, set up for 20 minutes. A little bell will go off, whatever type of alarm system you have. And you'll break into that beautiful state, and you'll come out of it, and you'll just feel your troubles have lessened, they've diminished. They never completely go away, because it's the reality of the conscious world, if you will. It comes back pretty quickly, but you feel you can handle situations, stressful situations especially, in a more controlled, peaceful way. And that's what it's all about. Other meditations, as I mentioned, Christian meditation, a lot of churches do that. Now, I'm not going to get into a big competitive argument or discussion about some Christian churches think of meditation or even yoga as being, ooh, that's scary stuff. That's not godly. Well, okay, I disagree. I think going within is as important as going without. Whatever your beliefs are, whether you're a theist, you're a believer in God, if you're an atheist, you're an agnostic, you're a humanist, whatever the case may be for you, you're a Buddhist, Hindu, the list goes on. But it's the exercise in your head that relaxes you. That's what this is about, is getting to a point where you feel this kind of bliss. It's a wonderful place to be. If you're inclined to do the TM meditation, Transcendental Meditation, 20-minute sessions, that's up to you. If you want to do less, do more. Again, it's your call, whatever works best for you, okay? And just do it regularly, as much as you can. Yes, you'll have to deal, at first especially, letting family know if they're not involved in your meditation or they don't meditate themselves. Find a quiet area that you can have 20 minutes to yourself. Not always an easy thing to do, especially if you live in a big, busy city, for example. However, you can find a way to make it work, because it's going to be to your benefit. And to the benefit of everyone around you. You'll just be a better person down the line. It doesn't take that long, though. You get into a good space. Good luck. Thanks for tuning in.